Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? I am at home. I'm bored. So, shit. Fucking went into the Matrix to go look for some answers. Who's out there? I don't know who's out there. I got one person watching. That's always nice. I figured there would be more people since everyone's stuck at home on a Sunday looking for stuff to do. I actually went out today, but I think it's time for us to dive into what I wanted to show you. So I know there's a lot of people out there that are wondering about this, that, and the other, about how they should take care of the coronavirus and different things like that. So I just wanted to show this really, really cool thing that I saw earlier today that I think will make a huge difference. So this is what I'm talking about right here, flattening the curve. So this is what it looks like when everyone is just having a free-for-all. You could see how many people get sick, how many people recover, and how many people are healthy. It's pretty quick right here. You could actually see, you know, the purple curve is how long it takes for people to get recovered. So that's when there's just a free-for-all. Hey, what's up, Matt? How's it going? Now, this is when you have some self-containment. This is pretty cool. You contain yourselves, you try to quarantine off the sick, but of course, every once in a while, a sick person gets out and starts infecting people, right? So, shit, we can kind of see how the curve here is a little bit flatter. It's still not too bad, but, much better than when there's just a free-for-all, the good old YOLO, you only live once. I think that's something that we're trying to avoid right here, just having a free-for-all. So let's see. Now you can kind of see the sick are starting to recover, and that's a much better line. So here we go. Let's go to the third one right here. This is when we actually quarantine everyone. So when we quarantine people, man, it looks a whole lot better, man. Look how slowly it moves. Look how, there's now there's 25 sick people to 7 recovered. This is why it's way more manageable to do some social distancing right now, because with the social distancing, this doesn't put as much of an impact on our healthcare system. If our healthcare providers get sick, then we are totally fucked. So I'm a very optimistic person. This is not the time to be overly optimistic, and at the same time, this is also not the time to be all doom and gloom. There's different ways of looking at this, and here are the charts right here. Attempted quarantine, moderate distancing, extensive distancing. So, if you know anyone that is, still, very much like not thinking this is a real thing or something that we should take seriously, please show them this graph. This isn't about how many people have died, or how many people that actually have the virus, because this is not some world conspiracy. Go to Italy. Anyone in Europe will tell you this shit is fucked up. I got relatives that are actually my mother-in-law and father-in-law are in Eastern Europe right now. All the hotels are closing down and they can't get a flight back. So when I see people out here saying this is just something that is not that big of a deal, it's crazy. I smoke a lot of weed. I love me a good conspiracy theory, but this is not the time to think this is a conspiracy. Like the money that people will make off of vaccines is nothing compared to what has been already economically lost. So this is a really important time for us to be super serious about this and shit, learn some new skills. Like, look at me. I put myself into the fucking Matrix back here. It's pretty cool. I never thought I'd be in the fucking Matrix myself, but I am. So if you can, go help some people. I went outside today, talked to some neighbors, see how they were doing. I don't want to be completely distanced from everyone. I mean, we did this 6 feet away from each other, but I still did want to see some people today and just let them know there's some people out there. But the flip side is, if you are an Asian person and you're watching this, everyone knows I am a happy Asian male. I love everyone, but over the past few weeks, I've had a lot of kind of racial discrimination against me. People see me coming. If I cough, if I do anything remotely looking like my health is not 100%, I get some weird stares, and I've been told to go back where I've come from, different things like that. So, this is a very trying time for Asians. I really understand kind of like what what it's really like to feel discriminated. You know, I think before there was some discrimination that I felt, but it was always model minority myth stuff or bamboo ceiling type stuff. But this is the first time, I've been really, felt some fear for my physical safety. So I think it's really important to just be aware that this is not something that, this is not the Wuhan virus. This is not a Chinese virus. This fucking virus has existed. This is the 19th mutation of this virus. So when, you know, dipshits are telling you, like, why does Lysol say it could get rid of the coronavirus? It's because this isn't the first time. This isn't some weird conspiracy. So anyways, I just wanted to come on here, like I said, number one, fool around with my green screen, be in the matrix. And number two, show some cool visualization tools for people that just don't really understand. Like they'll be saying, hey, like many more people have died from the actual flu. Like this is not that big of a deal. Well, it's not all about the deaths. It's about all the people that get affected and the fact that you don't know if you have something until 2 or 3 days later. And that's why going out right now, even if you feel healthy, that's the problem. Too many people are going out infecting each other. So let's go ahead. Let's look at some of these simulations again. Let's look at this simulation right here. I think this is the really cool part. So this website, this website's cool. Every single time you do a simulation, it shows you a brand new simulation here. So let's run a brand new simulation. This is the free for all. This is the free for all. Look how many people are getting sick, and then look how many people recover. Right now, more people are sick, and the first recovery is just starting to happen after 180 people got sick. This will tax the healthcare system. Now, you could kind of see people are starting to recover, and things are getting better. Now, let's look at one of the social distancing ones right here. Boom. This is extreme social distancing. Now, look at the count of how many people are sick, how many people are healthy, and when people start recovering. And then you could see how much strain this puts on the social system. Like this is really cool. Like I'm a very social person. I need a lot of interaction. This is probably why I'm on Facebook Live right now, because I just need some people to talk to and shit. Let's give a hand to social distancing. Woo! Also, maybe the DJ air horn. Woo! All right, so we ran the simulations. Now let's look at this. Yeah, this is a chart I like to see. Attempted quarantine, moderate distancing, free for all. Dope, right? This is dope shit, right? I think it's pretty dope. So, anyways, guys, thank you guys. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I appreciate everyone taking a look. I'm just one guy here. I'm no expert, but I do know that when you start reading the news and you start seeing what works in other countries, it's really important to start talking about those things because, we could either be like Italy, who is in a fucking state of crisis right now, or we could be like Taiwan, that's already over the worst. Let's be more like Taiwan. Let's be nice to your fellow Asians. We're not the ones that brought this shit here. Like everyone is prone to this stuff. So what I'm professing is just show a lot of love for each other. And for me, I'm trying to be optimistic in certain ways. Like spending time with my family has been really cool. Just doing stuff at home and doing arts and crafts. Like maybe we'll all start understanding we don't need to commute so much. We don't need to work so much. All we really need to do is spend more time with each other. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day. And it's time for us to play the outro video.